All right, you rock stars, fierce feminine love leaders, ladies, girls, gentlemen. I'm going to talk to you today about what it really takes, a real honest conversation about how to be a fierce feminine love leader. There is a new age here on the planet. There is a new, I don't know if you've been feeling it in the last week or so, but there is a new time here. And it is a time to share the truth with love. It is a time to allow love to burn down anything and everything. And what you will have when it is done is the truth. And the tactics and strategies that are really changing the world right now are to have the vulnerability to share your feelings with love, not with anger, not with a sword, not with hatred or judgment or blame, but speak your truth with love. That is the fierce feminine leadership that is coming up now here on the planet. If you're joining me, let me know. Drop an emoji. Let me know if you're catching me here on the replay. My name is Vanessa Simpkins. I'm the founder of Take Your Power Back Now, women's empowerment company. And I'm so fucking thrilled. I am so thrilled and honored and privileged to be on this incredible journey of life with you at this time. It is an amazing time to be alive. And I know many women are feeling called to step in and share their purpose. What's up, Tony? To share, to lead, to inspire, to grow. And what's up, Sevda? There was a big full blood wolf eclipse moon on last Saturday, a week from today. And it shook everybody to their core. People left relationships, got into new ones. It was a time when things were flippy floppy that are now solid, things that were solid that went flippy floppy. It was a time to question everything and come to the truth. My invitation for you as a fierce feminine love leader, my invitation for you. I'm going to sit back here and get comfy. Have a deep breath. My invitation for you is to share some of the things that you have on your heart, the most shameful experiences, the things that you are not proud of with somebody else, maybe for the first time, and risk being vulnerable. Risk having people see you. So in my life, I'm going to tell on myself because guess what, folks? That's what I do. That's why women all over the world are tuning into these messages and for years have been saying, Vanessa, you're so authentic. You're so authentic. Well, what does it really mean to be authentic? It means to share your shit. I don't pretend to be polished or perfect. I don't care if people don't like that I swear. I call them sentence enhancers. It's a time to really be you and take off the fucking mask. Take it off. Get rid of it. Who are you trying to please? This relates to your marketing because you will attract people that are in the same vibrational state as you. If you are hiding, you will attract people who are hiding. If you are fucking showing up and ready and bawling like a motherfucker, guess who you're going to attract? Yeah. Sevda says most intelligent people sweat. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing. Oh, swear. Oh, yes, I believe it. Actually, people who swear are a lot more honest. So there's something for you. So here's the tactic. The tactic is to really sit down and share. You know, I'm going to tell you my truth. So here's my truth. I'm going to tell myself. I spent most of my life being super protective and angry and just having like wrath of a like rage of like, whoa, if you get on my bad side, I'm gonna frickin' cut you and slice and dice. I'm gonna take out my fucking swords. I'm not delicate like a flower. I'm delicate like a fucking bomb, okay? I have been that, and I've been very good doing that to protect myself up until now. And I'm done with that. Don't harm the human. Remember, everybody that you are speaking to is a spiritual being having a human experience. And you can't harm the human. The karma will come back to you. So it is a time to speak your truth. And it is a time to let the emotions run. I was having a conversation with the girls on text yesterday, and I told them, remember, keep sharing your feelings with vulnerability. Keep loving, right? That's how you run the emotions out of your system. And then there is peace. And then there is peace. And then there is peace and more peace. All of the things that you are afraid of with your partners, with your friends, use your girlfriends. If you don't have girlfriends, make some here, man. This is what this is all about. Take your power back now has become a tribe of fierce, feminine love leaders. We have some amazing men on our team too, and I'm so fucking honored and privileged to share the journey with. Listen, we're here. We're offering you guys an amazing program. If you've been following this challenge, the Wealthy Coach Academy, there's a link somewhere here on this page. Find it. Watch the webinar. I'm going to do another one next Wednesday. Tune in. It's going to be quite a different transmission. But the time is now. The women are rising, and they are speaking their truth with love, and the smart men are fucking listening, tuning in, and taking fucking notes, man. You will see people who will leave your life and show up and stay in your life, and the right people at the right time. And the other point that I want to make right now is this. I shared this on the webinar last Wednesday. I'm going to say it again because this is my truth. Thank you, Tony. She's like, ladies, if you're not in Vanessa's program, figure it out. Thank you. I swear I didn't pay her to say that. So here's the deal. If you want to change your life, I've built a multi-million-dollar company, all right? And I have lived my life in a lot of fear. I was always, even building this company, I was afraid, if I had to, somebody had to leave, I was afraid I wouldn't get somebody as good to fill their place, and tolerated, and I didn't trust people. It was very hard. It's very hard to build a business when we have these mechanisms in place, these false beliefs. And we teach you in our program how to eliminate your gremlins. But I'm talking about something even deeper now. I'm talking about how to eliminate shame, how to be vulnerable and real and raw. So a part of growth and change is really about setting standards. What are you tolerating? I want you to write a fucking list. Take a pen and paper right now. Stop this video, pause it, come back to it, grab a pen and paper, grab your iPhone, make a list. What are you tolerating? What are you just putting up with in your life, in your house, in your family, in your relationship, in your business? What are you waiting to change? You need to make a decision. I'm not going to tolerate this behavior, this attitude. Sevda says, I don't care what others think first. Great. What are you tolerating? What are you no longer willing to negotiate? Maybe it's your emotional needs. This is a time of getting your needs met. But if you tolerate people who don't show up, or if you tolerate people who stress you out, one of the best decisions I ever made this year was I am not getting stressed out anymore. Not for anyone, not for any amount of money. Do you know that Take Your Power Back now has made a record breaking, we're at like $330,000 this month. It's a fucking record breaker. Not going to get stressed out. Not going to do it. Not for money, not for people. And I tell you what, my life is peaceful. There has been a lot of emotional release and a lot of peace. And now I'm telling you about it. I am sharing it with you. If you really want to build connection and engagement and build a tribe and be a leader, you are going to have to become a fierce feminine love leader. Because when you come from love and when you allow love to lead the way, you won't harm the human, and love will burn everything that is not truth. And what you have at the end is truth. Try it. The tactic, again, I'm going to repeat myself, is to share vulnerably. Find a sister, find a girl, find your friends. Find somebody and share with them your fears, your shameful moments. Risk being vulnerable. It will run your emotion out of you and you will become an empty vessel. Anybody here watch the movie Avatar? Fucking love that movie. Ah! I am a fucking Avatar, in case you haven't noticed. Avatar right here, my friends. 6'2" and fucking bawling. Ain't apologizing. I wear fucking 5-inch heels. Get over it. Get on or get out. And you know what? In the movie last night, they said, oh, you know, like when you become an avatar, you know, one of those the like the army people, you know, get into a suit and then they become an avatar, right? And the natives, you're welcome, Janine, so thanks for this video. The natives are like, oh, this is the first time that we see one of these, like, you know, kind of fake avatar people that's a warrior, you know, and we can't teach them that much because their brain is already full. You can't fill a cup that's already, you cannot fill a cup that's already full. If your emotional body is filled with rage, shame, anger, fear, guilt, there's no room for intuition and space and love to come in. So when you risk sharing vulnerably your feelings, and listen, your life might be, you know, when you set new standards, let me tell you something. Things happen fast. Things happen fucking fast, man. I'm talking about one day to the next. Do you know when I hired my sales manager? She was fucking awesome. I loved Samantha. Paid her 10 grand a month. She was awesome. And she managed our sales team for a while. She was great. She taught us a whole bunch of really cool personality profiling stuff. I mean, I loved her. She was awesome. But at some point, I needed a manager. At some point, I needed a manager. And it wasn't working. And I decided to make a standard with her. And I said, listen, I'm going to show you how to make XYZ amount per month. But this doesn't work for me anymore. So write this down. This isn't working for me anymore. That's a great tactic and a strategy to communicate a boundary. This isn't working for me anymore. Try it. I had a conversation with her at 2 p.m. and on a Friday afternoon at 2:22. It actually went a little bit longer. I was late for a call. It was an interview call with a client to share her wonderful testimonial of the 10K and 30-day boot camp. I was late for the call. I show up to do the interview. This woman, who is our now sales manager, was a client in our program, got incredible freaking results. I was looking at her. She was been in sales for years, worked in the car industry, was totally in love with our brand, totally on board. I'd never seen her before because she had a hard time getting on the computer. Okay. I'd never seen her before. She's like, Vanessa, I made $9,000. I don't even have a website. I was like, who the fuck is this woman? I've never even seen her. Never seen the fucking woman before. She's a client. How did I even not see her? Right in front of my face. Oftentimes the things that you're looking for are right in front of your fucking face, but they will not come to you. You will not see them until you make it known to the universe. You have to create a standard. Set high standards. It's not, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or God out there coming to tell you deserve it. You just decide, I don't feel good about this anymore, and it has to change, and that's that. And then you have to risk losing what you have now, which may not be comfortable anyways, financial level, the car, maybe your home, your business, working too much, working too hard, whatever the fuck that is, kids who don't respect you, husband who doesn't respect you, whatever it is. Unless you set the standard, nothing will change. and oftentimes the things that we want are right in front of our face. So I have this interview with Courtney. I get off the phone with her and I'm just like, listen, before I got off the phone, I said, listen, I think that we have another opportunity here. There might be a place for you in my team, and let's talk more about it. The Saturday morning, the next morning, we were emailing each other back and forth. By Monday, the Samantha, the old sales manager, said, you know what, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to decline. And Courtney came and I said, no problem, because you're going to train Courtney and she's ready to go. And boom, it was that fucking fast. It was that fast. It was the universe had the next interview lined up already. And Courtney's the fucking bomb. Tony's like, I love Courtney. She's a rock star. She's a fucking bomb, man. Fierce feminine love leader. She just got so much love, that woman. I'm so stoked to have her on this team. Every time you set a new standard, you get what you want. So if you're sitting here watching these videos and you're like, wow, Vanessa, it makes a lot of sense, but I'm scared. I want to make more money. I don't know what to do. I hate my job. I don't want to live like this anymore. I need more money. Well, set a fucking standard. That's enough. I'm not going to freaking continue not doing anything about it. Right? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Make a new standard, and then what you have to do is commit to it. You can't just say it in your mind. You have to really set the boundary and then commit to it. And watch how fast the universe comes to fill your cup. Make the space. Make the space in your office. Make the space in your bedroom. Make the space in your life. Make the space in your office. Make the space in your house for that expansion. You have to make the space for it. You have to run your emotions out of your body first. And then love comes in. And if your life is crashing and burning and the emotions are flying, guess what? Celebrate. Have them. Don't suppress them. Celebrate them. Have them. And then you become a greater capacity for love. Your vessel becomes bigger. Your consciousness becomes faster. You become a faster processor of not only your emotions, but everyone you come into contact with. My life is a magical fucking avatar carpet ride, folks. And I hope you guys all come and join me, because it is a whirlwind of fulfillment, magic, beauty, expansion, expression, creativity, vulnerability, like I have never experienced before. And connection. It's time. It's time. Thank you, Tony. Holy shit, Vanessa, just when I thought you couldn't get any better. I'm just getting started, girls. Ladies, I am just getting warmed up.